and dedication to his students' success drives him to continually improve his teaching methods and provide the best possible support. If somebody is desire, of course, can contact with professor in order to join his free and paid courses, just like in different programs. So, Professor, you can share your presentation. I'm stopping my sharing. Please, Professor. I've
Thank you very
seen
much.
you are here.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you very
I
much,
can
ma'am.
see.
Okay,
Please,
thank
you share your presentation.
Okay, I'm going to share.
And Professor, I would like to announce that you have got 7 minutes exactly and
Okay,
3 minutes additionally.
okay, don't worry. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, thank you very much. And Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning and good noon and good afternoon according to your time slot. And this is Dr. Muhammad Safdar Bhatti from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan. And first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Baha and Dr. Ulviya for providing me this chance to give this talk at this forum. And the topic of my today's talk is using ecological terms in English language learning. Dear all, English is being learned and used all over the world. It has become a dire need of this age. It also exercises a great influence on the elite class of the country. Its knowledge is essential passport for employment. English language proficiency plays a pivotal role in today's globalized world, enabling individuals to effectively communicate, succeed academically, and pursue professional opportunities in an increasingly interconnected and multicultural society. The ecology of language is a framework for studying language interactions originating from Einar Hagen's 1971 to 1972 work. It is the study of how languages interact with each other and the places they are spoken in and frequently argues of biological species. It focuses on the positioning of languages in their environment and addresses factors related to historical linguistics, linguistics of demography, and sociolinguistics, context, variation, philology, planning and policy, politics and politics of language, ethos and linguistics and typology. The concept has evolved to address social, educational, historical, and developmental issues and now plays a crucial role in addressing societal change, endangerment, human rights, and theoretical questions of language classification and perception. Actually, language diversity is part of ecolinguistics because of the correlation between the diversity of language and biological diversity with the knowledge of nature embedded in local cultures being the link between the two. Linguistic ecology is the study of how languages relate to one another and various social contexts. Other names for this concept include language ecology and ecolinguistics. The term language ecology is a metaphor derived from the study of living things, just like the term language family. The most crucial of these great languages can be thought of as entities that they can be located in time and space, and their ecology differs, at least in part, from that of their speaker. The idea that languages can be studied in the same way that organisms interact with and within their environments presupposes unrevealed metaphors and assumptions. The ecological metaphor is action-oriented, but in my opinion, it shifts linguist attention from acting as players in academic language games to advocating for linguistic variety and addressing moral, practical, and other non-linguistic concerns. Dear all, language is not a stand-alone concept, and communication doesn't always include specific sound patterns. One of many social activities that make up social life, language is intricately tied in its environment. The fundamental view is that language multiply, interbreed, modify, influence one another, compare or converge in an eco-linguistic system made up of the behavior that make up languages on the one hand and their environments on the other. This system communicates with the environment around it. As a result of ongoing exposure to outside stimuli, language adapts. Linguistic ecology is now a recognized field of study rather than just a figure of speech. Language is a component of a larger environment that is institutional, sociological, and psychological, with the latter two interacting with each other in the minds of bilingual and multilingual speakers. Users of language only exist in a physical environment. However, it is the suggestion for further study on language ecology or the study of interactions between any given language and its environment that paves the way for later developments in ecolinguistics. What is the impact of ecological terms? Dear all, from an ecological perspective, language should be seen as an interconnected, open, and context-dependent dynamic system rather than as a self-contained system. This puts a different emphasis on the idea of language. Language is not to be thought of a self-contained and detached computer program processing the word, but rather as an entity brought into life by social processes and interaction with an environment. So ecolinguists seek to identify disruptive and adaptive processes by concentrating on the interactions between language and the environment. This relates to a crucial precondition that has only lately been undone. The opposition between nature and civilization.
Professor, 2 minutes.
Okay.
You have got 2 minutes.
Okay. Are fully aware that this strong westernized vision is a cultural construct and that it is difficult to defend this particular barrier that historical evolution has established. So I just want to show you this one, and now I would like to go to the end of my talk. The objectives of my study were to search how many ecological terms are used in learning English and to search how many ecological terms are included in English language syllabus and to compare and contrast ecological language. And these are my research questions. And 100 students and 10 teachers from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan participated in the study. And this is my research methodology. It was a mixed method research based on the quantitative approach, and random sampling was done. And questionnaire was used as a tool to collect the data. And that is my data analysis. And that is the graphic description. And now I would like to sum up by saying ecology is a vital field of study that helps us to understand the intricate relationship between organisms and their environment. So the importance of including ecological education has a unique global perspective to make to acknowledge ecological facts, skills, and competencies, as well as to represent involvement and contribution through patterns of eco-applied linguistic expressions of communication. Ecological education consisted of patterns of awareness and sensitivity towards the ecological concern. So I would like to give you some suggestions. I think we have to improve the students' awareness, comprehension, and abilities. More outdoor learning activities may be required in the classroom. And to develop the curriculum for teaching about the environment, research might be done at all academic levels, from elementary school to the university level. And these were some references from which I got the help. Thanks for your patience. And due to lack of this time, I would like to sum up my talk. And that's all from my side, my dear.
Thank you very much, Professor. I would like to see your teaching technique. It is very important today for everybody, not depending on the programs, but linguists especially, they are speaking about generation, formation, everything about the language, but teaching technique is very necessary. I would like to see this technique in your presentations in the next Congress and conferences. Thank you very much for your presentation.
So nice of you. So nice of you and your appreciation.
last keynote speaker I am sharing. You find out who is that person. That's me.
Okay.
I'm announcing here. This is the first time I'm announcing myself
Could I
in the
announce you myself?
conference.
Could I announce you?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
So I would like to say that at the same time, this conference has got two chairmen, Dr. Baha Yilmaz, and the next one is me. So I am Dr. Associate Professor Ulviye Mammadova. Goodbye.